It's already rotated. I need to fire my cameraman, I swear. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel Umstead. I am the owner of the Nathaniel Group. If this is your first time joining, thank you so much for being a part of this wonderful experience. On this Facebook page, in addition to the YouTube channel, I have daily videos in regards to motivation, resume writing, and real estate tips. Concerning myself, I am a realtor myself with EXP, so things that I come across, things that are brand new to me and interesting to me, I definitely take those and implement it here. And then for the resume writing, I've been doing that for about 10 years now, maybe 11, probably, yeah, 11 years now. It is 2020. And pretty much want to help people, you know, if the entrepreneurial track is not theirs, but they just need a quick revision on the resume or something to get them into the job before making that breakthrough out of the rat race. Definitely want to be of assistance. So today, my motivation actually comes with free education, and the reason why I say that is that my one post that maybe I did like months ago, definitely was last year. I had put up a list of all of the free education websites that are available, and I still to this day I get a like or I get a follow from it. So with today, definitely wanted to go over free education and how to access it. Now, for those that have already gotten their degree, masters, they're working on their second doctorate, second master's, third master's, what have you, that's all well and good. For those that just are, picking up a skill, well, I go back to the degrees. As long as you're using the degrees to obtain more knowledge, obtain more wealth, obtain more out of life, then by all means, please continue on that journey. If you're just in the class to, say like, hey, at least I have a piece of paper or I've got a name next to my name. The value of your degree by itself on a piece of paper is about the same value as you driving off of a car lot with a brand new car. The depreciating value is going to go down, down, and down unless you use it, because we all know, a 1930s Porsche will definitely be, especially if it's souped up, definitely be more valuable than a current today's Porsche, and that's only because of the value that's put back into it. So when you're putting value back into something, then it will grow. Now, with the free education, EDX, if you were to just Google the term EDX, there will be, or I should say, even backing up a little bit, if you Google free Harvard online free courses, you will actually be able to come across a lot. And now make sure to, if you follow me on YouTube, and actually follow me on YouTube, and I'll make sure that I have all the links available for you in regards to this episode. So, and I'll make sure, hey, it's just titled Free Education, How to Get Free Education. But when you're done with it, some of them are free, some of them are not. The reason why I would say that some of them are free and some of them are not, because once you're done the course, if you want to have that piece of paper, if you want to have that certification that says, hey, I completed this course through Harvard, then it's like, okay, all right, great. Well, it didn't have anything to do with this job, but all right. But you want to utilize these free courses to advance yourself. There's a leadership course that I was looking at that was provided for free, and it was done at my own pace. So whether I took this week to take it, next week to take it, if I waited a whole month to take it, it is still available to me. There are some courses that start at a certain time and you got to keep up pace with it, like an actual class. But it covers a very huge genre of different types of subjects and titles and such. So the benefit is that it's free. That's the main benefit. The only thing which I value more than anything, and even as I grow and such, I am not too concerned about getting paid for courses and books and all that fun stuff. I'm going to make sure that the same information that I put out being paid for is the same information that's put out for free. I follow the tracks of Mr. Dan Pena, who does the same thing. All of his stuff is free on his website, but he does charge $20,000 per student if they want to do a one-on-one session with him. I'm like, stuff is free. And so, but yeah, free education. So make sure that you do take advantage of it. You do put it, as part of what you're looking for out of life. And there's, like I said, there's different array of topics that you can go on there to check out and such if there's something that you're specifically interested in. And then the other the biggest free education institute is of course YouTube. So if there is a subject that you can interested about or wanting to learn more about, by all means just type it into YouTube and you can pull it right up. I would start with searching what you're looking for, and then audiobook. 9 times out of 10 most people will have a book listed about it. It might not be from this huge best-selling New York Times #1 author for the past 5 years and such like that, but if it is, a person that has done their homework and they actually did the citations and references in, it's the same information. And the benefit that you have is that it's free. So definitely take advantage of the free courses, like I said. Make sure you follow me on YouTube, the Robert Nathaniel group, and I'll definitely make sure that I have those links inside there. And my resume writing tip of the day, which I was actually scrolling through, Zety.com, Z-E-T-Y. They had a list about like 45 tips, and I was like, which one can I use to discuss today? And I know what you're thinking, but Dan, I thought you are a resume writing expert. This genius, this guru who knows all about resumes. You just said 11 years. Yeah, by all means. But for me, it's so second nature that when somebody comes to me for advice or inquiries, I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, we have a little bit of difficulty. These things don't stay the way they used to. Let's see if we can get back on course here. That was funny. It happens, folks. It happens. Alright. Something like that. See? Should have had this the same way the first time. But references, back to 11 years, all this knowledge and such. There are so many things that are second nature to me, or that I come across and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fine, or that's not necessary. Or even for myself, I just skip over completely. But for those that are like brand new to writing, like, no, this is my first resume, Dan, what do I do? So references available upon request. Take it out. It's not necessary, and I agree with Zety.com and saying that it's not necessary is because that no employer is going to sit back and be like, references available upon request. I think I might actually put in a request. Today's the day that I shall request the references from Mr. John Doe or Miss Jane Doe. Yes, just today's the day. It doesn't happen like that at all. So 9 times out of 10, when we do need your references, it either comes right after the interview, right before you're about to get the job offer, after the job offer, or prior to the job offer. It's usually once you submit your application all the way to the point of starting a job. So in between that gap is when we're looking for the references upon request. So it's not needed, especially when you could be putting more content on there. Another job duty that matches up with the position that you're applying for would be more productive rather than putting down references available upon request to clear up some dead space. It's not necessary. And then my realtor tip of the day, which this is for tax purposes, if you haven't done so already, is find a good mileage tracker app. Go on your Play Store, go on the Google App Store. I'm so sorry. Go on the App Store or the Google Play Store, and you can find a mileage tracker app that just keeps track of your mileage. Some will start off with a free program. Others will say like, oh yeah, once you get up to a certain number of recorded trips, then we got to start recording you. Either way, just get started on it, because what you don't want to happen, it's a huge tax benefit. And talk to your CPA first. For those that don't have a CPA, talk to your H&R Block rep first. Talk to your Jackson Hewitt rep first. And it's a simple question. That is what they're there for. Feel free to knock on the door and be like, yeah, I just had a quick question I wanted to talk to a tax advisor about. because all they're doing is trying to gain your business. So once they gain your business, then by all means, they'll be looking forward to working with you. But in the meanwhile, he's just trying to get a question answered. So ask about the mileage, not so much as far as, if I drove 10,000 miles, how much is used for that? No, just ask that, hey, tracking my mileage for work purposes, could you go over the details with that with me? Some states will say, hey, it starts from your home office to where you got to go to, or it starts from the point that you need to get to first and then working your way around. So make sure that you got a tracker on that in regards to it. And so that is my realtor tip of the day. Be sure to get a mileage tracker app if you haven't already to record your mileages. Or if you want to do it straight old school, just I'll say old school in the digital world. Just feel free to take a picture of your odometer from the beginning, and then once you get done. But I think it's easier just getting an app, and all you're doing is pressing a button to get you started on your journey. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am running late because I need to get to my main gig. So, thank you so much again for joining me today. As always, stay blessed, my fellow millionaires, and have a great and wonderful and prosperous day.
Fleslet on the beat.